I get asked all the time when people are shopping for a new expansion pack, which is the best one? Well, today I'll be answering with my top 5 best expansion packs for The Sims 4. We're going to go backwards for this one, starting with number 5. So, the number 5 expansion pack, in my opinion, and your opinion could be completely different, and if that's the case, that is totally okay. Everybody has their own opinions on what packs that they believe are the best. These are just my own. So for number 5, I think the best pack is Growing Together. I really enjoyed this pack. I am a huge family game player, so I just loved this pack. You get so many things in this, and the world is just stunning. I really love the world that comes in this pack. It's actually one of my favorite and most played in worlds. But the description here says, strengthen family bonds, make friends or enemies, and discover your Sims' truest selves with the Sims 4 Growing Together expansion pack. The ways your Sim relates to those around them, from family members to Sims they've just met, are evolving. Both planned events like sleepovers and unexpected milestones like having a midlife crisis will shape your Sims and their relationships. This added so much to the game. I love that they added midlife crisis to the game. It really adds some flavor to your gameplay. This is also where they added in the chemistry between two Sims, not a romance chemistry like we're used to from The Sims 2, but more like a social chemistry. Do these Sims click? What is their dynamic like? And I just really enjoyed that. I also love that they added so many more party options. You can now have baby showers. There is also heirlooms that can be passed down from elder to kids, and I just loved that so much. And of course, with this expansion, Infants was finally added to the game in a base game update, and Growing Together kind of played off of it a lot more by adding more features. And I just love the infants in this game. And I really do feel like you need this pack to really see the full amount of things that you can do with an infant. I just really loved this pack. And that's not even talking about the items you can get in this pack. The items are so good. I mean, look at this picture right here. It's a tree house and it is not already built. You actually just put the tree down and then you can slowly build your treehouse with your family and do add-ons with it. I just loved this so much. And then, of course, once it's built, the kids and adults even can come in here and play on the treehouse, and I just loved that. And of course, here are all of the Kaz items that you can get. There are a lot of really cool items in here. You even get this backpack here, so you can put your infants in it and then go jogging if you want, or just run around the whole town. It is just awesome. We have cute onesies here for the babies. We have quite a lot of clothes just for the kids and infants and all of that in this pack. And there is stuff for adults in here too, and they are quite stylish. Like I use these shorts quite often. It even added like little dirt marks to kids' faces, just all kinds of things. There is so much in this pack. It is crazy, and that's not even going over the build mode. Build mode for this one is awesome, and you'll use it in every single house as long as you're a family player like I am. You get changing tables, all kinds of baby items. You can put your baby right here and they can play and move around as they can. We have night lights. Oh, and these. I have to talk about these two right here. This shower and this sink. Oh my gosh. I use these in practically every single build that I do just because I love these so much. They look completely different from everything else in the game. So I use these more than any other sink and bath bathtub combo. And of course, we have a lot of furniture items. Oh, and these are awesome. You can make your own little water parks with these, and it is really useful for the summer for your Sims. Oh, and we have a photo collages. If you love a photo wall like I do, you need these because these are so good to put on your wall. And of course, they are arranged so prettily. And of course, here is that treehouse that we can see up here. There's even some new wallpapers. It is just a really, really good pack. Highly recommend this one. But if you are not a family player, skip this one. It's not going to do you any good. Okay, so for the next expansion pack that I recommend, this will be number 4. And this also comes down to how you want to play your game. Not everybody's going to agree with this one. But for me, number 4 is Cottage Living. I love Cottage Living so much. I mean, just look at this house, you guys. Like, just look at this house. It is so gorgeous. And oh my gosh, you get cows and llamas and chickens and bunnies, and I just love it. You can make an entire farmhouse and just live off the land if you want. Think of Farmville, but for The Sims. I just love this so much. I love farming games, and I do play a lot of them. So for me, this was like merging 2 of my favorite genre games, my life Sims and my farming Sims, and I just loved it. Here you can see a little bit more of the animals. You can put clothes on your animals. You can milk your cows. You can shear your llamas for the wool. The kids can hug the chickens. There's chicks all around. There's a bunny right here, and there's this guy getting attacked by a chicken, of course, because that is a death in this expansion, so do be careful of that. It's just a really good pack, but it is actually an extremely challenging pack. It's really difficult to live off the land and make money. I found that if my farm was too big, my Sims would be just working the farm all day, and then they would be exhausted by that night, and they'd get just enough sleep to wake up and do it all over again the next day. But it was so much fun. I definitely return to this expansion quite often. And let's just talk about the aesthetics of this pack. It is just beautiful with all of the cottage looking decor everywhere. It really is just such a homey, stunning looking expansion. This expansion also brought the challenge for your house called Simple Living. You can only eat what you grow, what you bring into your own kitchen. You can't just open the refrigerator and grab random food out and have it charge you. You have to actually stock your own fridge, which is crazy. This expansion also has a lovely place in my heart because it brought back Crumple Bottom, y'all. Crumple Bottom. Oh my gosh, do I love Crumple Bottom. I'm so glad they brought her back. And she is exactly as you would want her to look. I love it. She acts the way she should, she looks the way she should, and I just highly recommend it. Of course, all of the items in this pack are just fantastic, very cottage looking, including even the hairstyles right here. There's just a lot in this pack. Highly recommend. The next pack I recommend probably doesn't come as a surprise to anyone, but it is Cats and Dogs. This is a fantastic pack. I absolutely love this pack. I do not have any pets, but I love pets. And I actually really enjoy that I cannot control the pets. I know some people don't like that, but I personally do because you can't control your pets in real life either. And so it just makes sense for your pets to just kind of do what they want. I don't really want to control what my cat does. I don't want to have to tell them to go eat. I'd rather have my sim call them to come eat, but not everybody agrees with that, and that is okay. But I really love a lot of the aspects in this pack. You can train your pets. Here you can see that she is teaching him how to shake hands. I love it. You can feed them, you can play with them, you can even breed them, which is crazy. The vet system in this pack is also really good. I personally really like owning a vet shop and having my sim be a vet. It's a lot of fun. And I do like that while the pets can get sick, it's all completely curable. There's nothing in here that's a bad disease or anything like that. So I do like that we can take them to the vet, but nothing serious will ever come of it, which I appreciate. And not just that, the pets themselves are adorable. They look so good. They are so cute. I just love them to death. And I love that you can paint them. You can really make anything you want. I've seen people make raccoons and foxes and just all kinds of exotic looking animals in this game. Now, I know a lot of people were very upset that it is literally just cats and dogs. That's it. In previous sim games, it was not cats and dogs only. It was called pets. And you got so many different animals. Man, I can't even remember how many animals you got, but it was so many. But this expansion pack, some people saw it as a step back because it was only the dogs and cats. There was nothing extra added like horses or anything like that. But I personally did not mind that because I felt like they got to develop the cats and the dogs much, much better and made them more well-rounded compared to if they had just put so many other pets in here. So I do appreciate that. But we cannot talk about this expansion and not talk about Brittleton Bay. Y'all, oh my gosh. I love Brittleton Bay. Now, I know I said I love San Sequoia as well, and that is true. I do. But there's room in my heart for two. I love Brittleton Bay. It is so beautiful. The aesthetic of the world, it's just gorgeous. I just really love this world. It feels very homey to me in a way that other worlds don't. And of course, with cats and dogs, you get all kinds of, obviously, cats and dog related cast items, which you will need for your new companions. And of course, we have animal themed clothing all throughout for the kids, and it is adorable. My next pick, and this is an earlier expansion, and probably nobody's going to agree with me on this one, but it comes down to your play style. Get Together. Oh man, do I love this pack. I would say out of all the packs, this is probably one of my most used, if not the most used pack I use. And there's a reason for that. I adore, just absolutely adore the clubs in this pack. I use them for everything. I have family clubs, so I just hit one button and my whole family gets together and I can have them all cook and watch TV together. It's so convenient. I have hobby clubs, so if I have Sims that want to play the violin, I can get only the Sims together that want to play violin and they can all go out and just play together. I can do the same with painting. I can even make a club that will clean and fix everything in my house if I don't want to hire someone to do that. And they'll just come to my house and fix everything for free. I love it. I also love the rival clubs. So you can have two clubs that absolutely hate each other and then they can just like attack each other. Like that's all they do is just fight each other. I love it. And the clubs are so versatile. You can pretty much make them do whatever you want. If you want to wear hot dog costumes and dance around the fire and have like 7 Sims doing it all at the same time, you can do that. It is crazy. I love it. You can really make a lot of chaos in your game. I usually like to get a single sim and put them in a group and have it where they just go to random venues and sabotage them. Because you can sabotage like electronics at venues. It's a club activity that you can do. And it's crazy. You can make a prank club. You can make a romance club. You can make a teen club. It's just whatever kind of club you can think of, you can make. I very much have every single sim I make in a club. I usually have a family club, a friends club, and usually a hobby club. And it's just a lot of fun. It really brings your game to life like nothing else in this game does. I really love it. And it's always fun to have one club that just runs around and fights people. The items aren't really much to speak of. Really, it's the club feature that I love. All right, and number 1, the best expansion pack out there, the one I believe is the absolute best. And I bet a lot of people will agree with me on this one. This is a fan favorite. If you can only buy one expansion pack, and that is it, this is the one I always recommend above every single expansion pack. And there's a lot of expansion packs here, but this is the one I recommend for everybody. If you do not have, you have to have it. And it's an obvious one, guys. It's Seasons. I find the game completely unplayable without Seasons. I love Seasons. It is easily the best expansion by far. You get rain, snow, fall, summer. And when I say summer, I don't mean the default summer. You get real summer. You get heat waves. You get random summer showers. It's just awesome. You get all kinds of seasonal activities. Your trees will actually have leaves falling down from them that you have to now rake and clean up. Santa Claus is a thing. Along with Seasons, you get holidays. And that's really important. Seasons really makes the game feel like you're moving forward instead of being stuck in static. And who doesn't love Santa? Let's just be honest. You get all kinds of decorations for your holidays as well. No matter what you celebrate, there are decorations for it. And it's not just winter holidays. It's also Valentine's Day, which they call Love Day in this game. And then, of course, you can create your own holidays as well. The calendar feature was so good in this game that they actually released it for base game much, much later. They also brought in weather deaths. Now, not everybody loves that, but I personally do. You can die of a heat wave. You can get too cold that you freeze to death. If it's freezing outside and you jump in the pool, your sim's probably gonna die. But that's okay. I like that kind of chaos in my game. It makes it fun and random, and that's what I love. There is just so much in this particular expansion, and I just love it. Now, there are some good items in here too. There's coats and jackets and warm things and bathing suits and all kinds of things of that nature. But really, the gameplay is where it is at. Seasons did not come with a world, and quite honestly, baby, it didn't need a world. It was good all on its own. It didn't need no world to help stand it up to be the best. And honestly, I wish they would take this approach more with other expansion packs. I have so many worlds. I already have my favorite worlds. I honestly don't need any more worlds cluttering up my world screen. I want gameplay. I want things like the Seasons, where it's just pure gameplay oriented. That's what I want to see. That's what's most fun for me, anyway. But yeah, that is my top 5 list. Let me know if you disagree, because you probably do. You probably have your own top 5 favorite. Let me know what they are. I'm always curious to see what everyone's favorites are. But that is all I have for this video. I hope all of you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.